straight up, get it. Podcast straight up, podcast straight up. What they yelling straight up, podcast straight up, yeah. Podcast straight up, yeah. Podcast straight up. What they yelling straight up. Podcast straight up. Straight up. Podcast straight up. Podcast straight up. Yeah. Podcast straight up. Yeah. Podcast straight up. What they yelling straight up. Podcast straight up, yeah. Podcast straight up, podcast straight up. Let's get it. Podcast straight up, podcast straight up, yeah. Podcast straight up. What they yelling straight up. Podcast straight up. Podcast straight up, podcast straight up, yeah. What they yelling straight up, podcast straight up, yeah. Podcast straight up, podcast straight up, yeah. What they yelling, podcast straight up, yeah. What they yelling straight up. Podcast straight up. What they yelling straight up. Podcast straight up. Podcast straight up.
Terrence Mitchell Beats.
What they yelling straight up. Podcast straight up. Get it.
Terrence Mitchell Beats.
Just give it to a raw, yeah, just like that. Go ahead and spit bars while you tip that hat. I ain't never seen a podcast like that, cause I built it from scratch, every part, no cap. But it's straight up, it can't be duplicated. It's too sophisticated, specifically designed to make your broad crave it. Every morning waiting, in anticipation. They love the high cheekbones in the conversation. He goes deep. They supposed to be at work, but twerking in AC. Work for me. Straight up. Oh, you got live guests? Yeah. Absolutely. The best topics, buddy. All the ones that's juicy. I got them yelling straight up. Straight up. Affirmations, wake them up. Wake them up. I got them yelling straight up. Straight up. I spit bars and wake them up. Straight up. Straight up, yeah. Straight up, yeah. Straight up, yeah. Just give it to a raw. Straight up, yeah. Straight up, yeah. Straight up, yeah. Just give it to a raw. They don't really like the truth, but I'ma talk to them straight up. Podcast, just give it to them raw. They don't really like the truth, but I'ma talk to them straight up. Podcast, just give it to them raw. My hat tipped, I'm sipping steady with my pinky out. They say I got a slicky mouth, however, substantial information gets put out. So let's talk and pay attention, cause constructive criticism can add value to your life. If only you would listen, trying to add some policy in life. I'm trying to make sure you glisten, it's a judgment-free zone. You gotta be open-minded, comprehension and understanding. I refuse to let y'all be blinded. They don't really like the truth, but I'ma talk to them. Podcast straight up. Podcast straight up. Josh, give it to them raw. They don't really like the truth, but I'ma talk to them straight up. Podcast straight up. Podcast straight up. Josh, give it to them. Josh, give it to them, bro. What up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? How y'all feeling today? How are y'all feeling today? Hey, listen, we almost to Christmas. How many of y'all are literally sitting at home right now like, Lord, I can't wait till these kids get up out of the school, get up out of here and back to school. Yeah, I said it, eating us out of house and home every day. Listen, these kids, they always want some snacks and stuff. They always want something like every 2 seconds. Like, I can't even get through a damn show without daddy, can I? Like, yo, I love y'all, but back up. You know what I'm saying? Back up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you ain't got that EBT card, life is real hard. Matter of fact, who out here got the hookup on the EBT?
Yeah, talk to him.
Yeah, who all got the hookup on the EBT? Because, man, these kids is eating us out of house and home right now. It's okay. We love them anyway. Listen, I'm a little late today. I had a doctor's appointment. If y'all know, I'm a combat vet, so sometimes I have appointments for some of my injuries that I occurred. But I'm here. Let's go. And every single show, we started off with positive affirmations, baby. That's right. We start every single show off with positive affirmations. Dimitri Jackson is in the building. Y'all know how we do every single show. Look, they love it when I say, ooh. Hey, listen, we start every single show off with positive affirmations, and today will be no different. What you say, Mr. Straight Up? He said you better spit them positive affirmations, baby. So who am I to not give the people what they want? Y'all gotta learn to say these types of things in the morning and make sure that your headspace is right. So let's go. I am feeling healthy and strong today. My body is a vessel of wellness. Today, I will focus on what makes me feel good. Not what makes somebody else feel good, but what makes you feel good. I am a healthy and happy person. I know that each day that I wake up is a blessing. It's a gift. Today is going to be a really, really good day. I am excited to wake up today and experience this beautiful life that I am creating with my thoughts and my visions. We call them straight up affirmations, baby. That's right. We call them straight up affirmations. And if you are starting your day off positively, you won't have no problems, people. Well, you might have a problem arise, but you'll know how to deal with it. Today, I align myself with freedom, growth, and joy. I am grateful that my life is happy and successful. I believe in my ultimate potential. I greet this day with confidence and with ease. I have all that I need within me to make today a great day. I always see the good of others and in myself. Watch out, Mrs. Straight Up. You hampering my style. Back up. That's right. Hey, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out on those shows. Follow me. And if you on Facebook, they tend not to give me my damn notifications. That's okay, because we done made a whole group. That's right. And I'm going to make sure they give out my notifications now. What's up, Christopher Gaines? How you feeling? I greet this day with confidence and ease. I am self-sufficient. I am creative. I am resilient. Y'all better spit these positive affirmations. I love myself. I am the creator of my best reality. I am filled with gratitude and kindness for another wonderful day on this earth. See, some of y'all don't never, ever be full of gratitude. You do a whole lot of complaining, but you never thankful for anything that you got. And if you ain't thankful for the small things that you get, what makes you think you gonna get even bigger? I got time. I just look like this. I be spitting bar every day. Bar after bar after bar. I'm gonna make them think. Bar after bar after bar. My heart is filled with gratefulness. I am living in a state of gratitude. I am grateful right now. And that is the reason the doors keep opening for me. Miss Kiyosha in the building. I am always finding something to appreciate around me. Things keep getting better and better. And so for that, I am grateful. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for the abundance in my life. Y'all better wake up and speak these positive affirmations, baby. This is the reason why so many of y'all lives be in shambles, because you ain't never grateful for anything. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Every single day, baby, bar after bar after bar, I'm going to make them think, bar after bar after bar, I am worthy of being loved. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I am worthy of being loved. I am worthy of being happy. I am worthy of doing the things that bring me joy. I am joyfully embracing each new day with gratitude. I am experiencing gratitude for everything I have in my life. I gratefully receive the lessons that each experience brings to me. I realize the gift of this precious human life. I am giving thanks for each exquisite moment. See, some of y'all ain't never thankful for anything. You don't never say thank you. You always got your hand out, but you never... I told you I just look like this. I'll be spitting bars. I am living my life with awareness and gratitude. I am finding gratitude and joy every single day. I have so much to be thankful for. Y'all better start your day with positive affirmations, baby. That's right. She says she is worthy of her ugliest moments.
Yeah, talk to him.
Bars. Bars after bars after bars. I'm going to make them think. With every moment, I am becoming more and more grateful. Morning affirmations are healing. I give myself permission to heal. I allow myself to give and receive love. I am capable of unconditional love. I trust that everything in my life is unfolding perfectly. I am willing to be at peace with myself and with everyone else. See, some of y'all don't know the true definition of peace, but y'all gonna learn today. I am healthy. I am happy. I am radiant. Ooh-wee. Y'all better spit these positive affirmations, baby, every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I know I was on Color People Time today, but my bad. I release the past and trust that everything is happening for my greatest good. I am kind to myself and others. I will always choose love and peace. I bless the past, but I embrace the present moment and with the open heart. I create loving and healthy relationships. Some of y'all vibrate on a low toxic ass frequency, so all you ever create is toxic ass relationship. I am surrounded by healing energy. My body is strong and resilient. I am happy to be alive. My life is filled with health and happiness. I am grateful for my body. Every single morning, we're going to start every single show with positive affirmations, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And today is going to be a treat because today's topic, they're emotionally immature. That's right, emotional immaturity. And I got time. I got time. Okay, so somebody got to tell the truth, and it might as well be Josh.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give us the truth, buddy.
You damn right, I'm going to give y'all the truth. Dealing with an emotionally immature person can be absolutely frustrating, especially if we're closely associated with that person. These types of people are ignorant, they lack empathy, they exhibit impulsive behaviors, they are short-tempered, among other things. Someone emotionally immature will find it hard to effectively communicate or process their emotions, and they come off as selfish. Ooh, yeah, I know. I'm about to be describing somebody in your life. Good. If these signs trigger you, then maybe, just maybe, you need to cut ties with that person. See, people who are emotionally immature are unable to handle unpleasant emotions. They act and react to those unhealthy feelings, and they can't make sense of situations or defend themselves in appropriate ways. See, people who are emotionally immature can never go deep. I got time today. Every day I'm gonna spit these bars. An emotional immature partner will delay tough conversations because they aren't able to make sense of their feelings or find them too overwhelming to deal with. Ooh, newsflash, just saying, it's a lot of grown-ass men and women out here with childish mentalities. Ooh, say it again, Josh. It's a lot of grown-ass men and women out here with childish mentalities. Y'all better learn to cut the cord. Y'all better learn to trim the fat from the circle. A lot of y'all are your own worst enemies because you become their enabler. Oh, that's just such and such. That's just how they do. Nah, damn that. If you don't get your stupid ass old dog ass.
Oh, stupid! Oh, clown ass! Oh, dog ass!
About my life. I told y'all, bar after bar after bar. I don't never come to play. I know you seen the pretty intros, the pretty flickering screens and stuff, and you thought you was gonna come here and get some drama or some bullshit. Now on this show, it's all about substance and awareness. On this show, we uplift each other. On this show, we spit bar after bar after bar. We gonna make them think. And if you thought that I wasn't gonna have no dope ass cartoony tune to help y'all realize some of the signs of emotional immaturity, you are absolutely wrong. Let's go.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today we're going to learn about 6 signs of emotional immaturity. Now, let's begin. Everyone grows up. You get taller, you get stronger, your features change, and the shape of your body follows. Each year you get chronologically older, but your mind has an age of its own. You may be an adult physically, but your mind could be several years younger or older. We count physical age by counting each birthday, but emotional maturity represents something else, something non-linear and very complicated. Throughout your life, you'll meet people who are wise beyond their years. Their physical age seems far younger than their emotional age, but you'll also meet people who are very immature. They may look like adults, but deep down, they're narrow-minded and selfish.
Ooh, hold on, let me run that back. These cartoons, listen, these cartoons be spitting bars, baby. These cartoons be spitting bars.
Wise beyond their years. Their physical age seems far younger than their emotional age, but you'll also meet people who are very immature. They may look like adults, but deep down, they're narrow-minded and selfish. They can't control their emotions, and they think only about themselves.
See, everybody like to yell, I'm grown this and I'm grown that, and it's merely because their age. Just because your age says you grown don't mean that your ass is grown. It's a lot of people out here with childish mentalities, and if y'all start paying attention to the signs, you can save yourself from some heartache. The signs be there, people. You just gotta pay attention. These cartoons be spitting bars.
So, how can you spot an immature person in your life? What red flags tell you when someone is emotionally immature?
Now, hold on. When we get to talking red flags, see, listen. When you see a red flag, this is a warning sign. This is an indicator that you should haul ass. But nah, most of us is just like that little bull. We see the red flag and we charge to it. That red flag so pretty. I gotta have the red flag. I know he a red flag, but he probably got some toxic D. I know she a whole red flag, but she probably got some toxic cuckoo. And see, that's what gets y'all in trouble. Y'all better start paying attention. These cartoons be spitting bars.
Number 1, the escalator. Do they turn every small problem into a big one? Do they get angry, annoyed, or sad when the smallest things go wrong? The reason rarely justifies the rage. Something tiny and insignificant can launch an immature person into an emotional fury.
How many of y'all got a friend or a significant other, whoever in your life, will take the smallest little thing and blow it completely out of proportion? When you ask questions like that, you hear this. Huh? I got time today. Red flags don't mean it's your project to change someone. Hey, you know what? Hey, Chris, understand something. Everybody understands something. A lot of y'all, let me clip this. Hey, listen, if I say something that y'all deem need to be clipped, just type in clip that, so I can have it for my reel. Hey, listen, I'm about to clip that. He said red flags don't mean it's your project to change someone. Some of y'all get yourselves in trouble because you feel like you can change and mold that person into who you want that person to be. Newsflash, just saying, that person has to want change. See, you can never force change. Ever. If that person don't want it, they're going to continue being the same dumpster juice ass person. You can save yourself from heartache if you just merely walk away instead of trying to mold him. See, that's what a lot of y'all do. And a lot of y'all men and women out here think, oh, I could change her. That's my project. I'm going to make sure that I get him or her to be just like I want him to be. And that shit backfire every single time. And you ain't got nobody to blame but you. Ooh, yeah, I know. Y'all used to somebody sugarcoat stuff. We don't sugarcoat on this show. On this show, you gonna get it raw.
They criticize others, they insult the people they love, they adopt an unbreakable victim complex that no amount of arguing can unravel. Now, some people call this a temper tantrum.
How many people we have? How many of y'all know somebody, the slightest little thing, they going off the deep end, they ranting and raving, they throwing temper tantrums? You a whole grown-ass man or woman out here having temper tantrums. What's wrong with you?
In more academic terms, we call it emotional escalation, but they're essentially the same thing. An immature person lets their impulsive emotions get the best of them on a regular basis. Each time, those emotions blow small problems out of proportion and create conflict in their personal and social lives.
Ooh-wee! All you gotta do is pay attention. The signs be there, people. Let's go.
And just imagine this situation. You're walking down the street when you accidentally bump into someone else. You apologize, but this person overreacts immediately. They start yelling in your face. They call you clumsy and careless. In an instant, they lost control of their emotions. They turned a small and simple problem into a larger, more aggressive conflict.
And listen, let me tell y'all something. I need y'all to stop letting 1 minute there. I need y'all to stop letting 1 minute of negativity disrupt your entire 24 hours. Some of y'all will run into the smallest, most insignificant act in the beginning of your day. And instead of you getting over that, see, a wise man always told me there's typically one asshole per day. And once you get through and past that one asshole, the rest of your day is smooth sailing. But what y'all be doing is y'all will let that one person disrupt your whole day. Y'all will let that one person live rent-free in your head the entire day. And think about how goofy that really is. Because once that person done disrupted your day, they move on with their day and they ain't even thinking about you. Ooh, y'all better stop letting people get to you. These cartoons be spitting bars.
Okay, let's try another example. Let's say you ask your partner to take out the trash. This chore only takes 30 seconds, but they refuse to do it. They start whining and pouting, acting like this chore is the worst thing in the world. If your friend or partner is immature, you may hear escalations like these all the time. But adults don't throw temper tantrums. Adults keep their feelings under control.
Adults don't throw temper tantrums. See, some of y'all get yourselves in trouble because when the warning sign comes, you ignore it. Nah. If something insignificant happens and that person goes off the deep end, that is a clear sign that that's a grown-ass child. Yeah. And it's only going to get worse. But what y'all do is y'all stay with that person. And y'all don't even know how to establish boundaries with that person. Ooh, wait. And since you don't establish boundaries with that person, their temper tantrums get worse and worse and worse and worse. And the only person, once again, we are our own worst enemies. Let's go.
They don't spiral into fits of anger or sulk when something goes wrong. If you know someone who does, they may be emotionally immature. Number 2, ad hominem. Have you ever argued with an immature person? It can be incredibly frustrating.
Have y'all ever Let me rewind that. Let me make sure y'all get it. Let me make sure y'all get it. These cartoons be spitting bars.
Number 2, ad hominem. Have you ever argued with an immature person? It can be incredibly frustrating. They rarely focus on the argument at hand. Instead, they ignore the problem, lose control of their feelings, and get overwhelmed. So, what happens next? They start insulting your character. Many immature people don't know this, but this style of arguing actually has a name. It's called an ad hominem argument. If you give an ad hominem, you're choosing to attack the person instead of the problem.
See, people who are emotionally immature have narcissistic tendencies, and one of the narcissistic tendencies is deflection. So what they do, as soon as you present an argument, it's not really an argument, it's a problem and you looking for a solution. But they don't know how to talk intellectually and get to the bottom of something without causing a problem. So they get to deflecting, get to insulting you, get to, ooh-wee. Some of y'all right now, I'm describing your mama, I'm describing your daddy, I'm describing your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. Good. Bars after bars after bars. I'm gonna make y'all think. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
These arguments have little basis in logic, fact, or reason, but that rarely crosses their mind. If someone is using an ad hominem, they're more interested in tearing you apart. Deep down, these people genuinely believe they're winning the argument, but in reality, they're only showing how immature they can be. Now, outside of this context, ad hominem arguments can be useful. If used strategically, these arguments can sway people in one direction or another. In a courtroom, for example, a lawyer can make an ad hominem argument to discredit a witness. But immature people don't give ad hominem arguments on purpose. They criticize others out of desperation and frustration. This is called an abusive ad hominem.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Miss Nicole in the building. These cartoons be spitting bars. Y'all be dealing with all these emotionally immature ass people and then want to blame them for all your problems. Yeah, they're the ones causing you the issues, but you're an adult too. You're supposed to be able to recognize these things. See, so many of your problems in your life can be avoided if you simply pay attention. Huh? If you spend 10 seconds researching different symptoms instead of researching clout-based shit to get you attention on social media, your life will be so much better. Let's go.
The goal is not to make a compelling argument. The goal is to directly attack the other individual. In other words, an abusive ad hominem is no different than name-calling. Now, if you think someone is emotionally immature, pay close attention to the way they argue.
An emotional, immature person can be spotted if you pay attention to the way they are arguing.
Do they keep a cool head or do they instantly lose control? If someone starts calling you names, they may be as immature as they sound.
Ooh, wait. So if you trying to have a healthy discussion with your mate, with your friend, with your family member, and they instantly get defensive, get to name calling, throwing insults, doing all the deflection thing, newsflash, just saying they are emotionally immature. And no matter what you do, they will not change. You will not win. And see, most of us get sucked into a whole argument. And that never ends well. How many of y'all have had an argument that ended well? I'll wait. Arguments don't tend to end well. Because see, children argue. Yeah. Children argue. But grown men and women, we conversate intellectually with the sole purpose of gaining a solution.
Yeah, talk to him.
Pause. Bar after bar after bar. I'm gonna make y'all think. These cartoons be spitting bars.
Number 3, attention hogging. Immature people crave attention. They're happiest when standing in the spotlight. They want to be praised and recognized by others, especially adults. But what happens when you ignore an immature person? They get restless, they lash out, they do something to put the spotlight back on themselves, and if that doesn't happen, they may lose control of their emotions.
How many of y'all hear men and women all the time say, I hate being ignored? Yeah. If they do that, this is a clear sign. Pay attention to how they react if you do ignore them. Because if they get to lashing out and throwing a temper tantrum, newsflash, just saying, might be an immature person.
Mature adults grow out of this need for attention. You learn to share the spotlight. Sometimes you talk about yourself, sometimes you talk about others, and you know that attention comes and goes. Oh, but immature people seek attention their entire lives. They can't stand being out of the spotlight, and they get irritated when someone else is the center of the attention. When they're being ignored, they pout and sulk. They act out because they feel insecure sitting on the sidelines. If you're dealing with an immature adult, they may act like you're neglecting them, but the problem isn't you. This immature person never learned to share. They're too self-absorbed to prioritize anyone but themselves.
Ooh, they are insecure. Listen, let me rewind this, because I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I know you seen the cartoons and was like, hold on, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? Why is he playing these goofy ass cartoons? Until you start listening to these cartoons and realize that these cartoons be spitting balls.
Attention. You learn to share the spotlight. Sometimes you talk about yourself, sometimes you talk about others, and you know that attention comes and goes. Oh, but immature people seek attention their entire lives. They can't stand being out of the spotlight, and they get irritated when someone else is the center of the attention. When they're being ignored, they pout and sulk. They act out because they feel insecure sitting on the sidelines. If you're dealing with an immature adult, they may act like you're neglecting them, but the problem isn't you. This immature person never learned to share. They're too self-absorbed to prioritize anyone but themselves. They demand attention 24/7 because they have a lot of growing up to do.
Ooh, I told y'all these cartoons be spitting bars.
Number 4, poor impulse control. Every choice you make has consequences. Some choices affect the people around you, others affect the direction of your life. Adults consider the consequences before making any decision. No matter how badly they want something, they stop to think about what could go wrong. Immature adults do not think things through. They act purely on impulse.
Let me tell y'all something. If a person reacts out of emotion, that is a clear sign of immaturity. Because see, somebody who's mature will think before they react. We're supposed to have learned that as children. I get it. A lot of our parents didn't teach us this. Completely understandable. However, as you grow up, you're supposed to mature in some kind of way. Y'all better watch out for these people who react out of emotion. And stop letting, I'm about to hurt some feelings now. Stop letting people use their zodiac sign as an excuse. Stop letting people use their childhood as an excuse for their messed up behaviors. No, you reacted this way because you wanted to. You chose to be dumpster juice. You can see everybody has the choice to deal with something in a proper manner. Nothing makes you like that but you. Guess what? If your childhood was messed up and you're still acting out because of that, newsflash, just saying, you got unhealed traumas that you need to address. If your zodiac causes you to be dumpster juice, newsflash, no, that's you. You got some problems to address. Ooh, I told you I just look like this. Your boy be spitting bars. See, y'all be letting people get away with shit. Y'all be letting people tell y'all any and everything. And Cherish Monet in the building. Y'all better stop letting people tell y'all any and everything, because it's BS. Nothing makes you who you are. Okay? I done been through hell growing up. Some of these people in the comments know me personally. I've been from being kidnapped to military to shot at, bombed at, stabbed at. I'm a whole Gemini. You know how everybody hates Gemini. But I don't use none of that as an excuse to be a dumpster juice ass person. What I do is make sure I work on myself. That's right. It don't matter your sign. It don't matter what you've been through in life. You choose if you wish to be a better person. The second, the most toxic thing people say is, I'm like that because it's my zodiac sign. Or I'm like that because of how I grew up. No, you like that because you are an emotional, immature, dumpster juice ass person.
Yeah, talk to him.
I don't never come to play. I don't never come to play. Bars after bars after bars. I'm going to make y'all think. And these cartoons be spitting bars.
They don't think about the consequences of their actions. If they want something, they take it right away. But their reckless choices impact others on a daily basis. How can you tell if someone has poor impulse control? Just listen to the way they talk. Adults with poor impulse control say rude and careless things. They don't consider how their words affect others. They say whatever's on their mind, whether it's hurtful or not.
How many of y'all know somebody just like this? No matter what, they say whatever on their mind that can hurt you. They do this because they're insecure. They do this because they hate and they're allergic to accountability. Ooh-wee. I don't never come to play. Bars after bars after bars, I'm going to make y'all think.
Interruptions are another sign of poor impulse control.
Ooh-wee. See? Hold on. See, just when I think.
Consider how their words affect others. They say whatever's on their mind, whether
Just
it's
when I
hurtful
think
or not.
I'm going to get to move on.
Interruptions are another sign of poor impulse control.
Interruptions.
Mature adults wait for other people to finish talking. They take a moment to consider what was said, then express their opinions.
Ooh-wee. Jessica in the building. Let me tell y'all something. Emotionally mature people don't never just lash out, and they always think before they react. See, a lot of y'all, the reason why you get in these messed up toxic ass relationships is because you don't pay attention to simple ass signs. Huh? The second a problem arises in that relationship and they just get to lashing out and interrupting you and doing all this crazy stuff, that's the sign of an emotional immature person. Stop thinking that you can love that out of them, because that person has to love themselves enough to love that out of themselves. So, ooh, she said my baby daddy act like this. Then I'm glad he's a baby daddy, and I hope you establish healthy boundaries with him. Don't you let that man run you crazy. If we just pay attention for just a half a second, people, our lives would be that much different. People ask me all the time, Josh, why you do this show? Because I was that person that was lost, and I'm still lost in a lot of aspects. I'm a work in progress. I'm working on me. I ain't trying to act like I'm perfect at all. But what I've learned is to start paying attention to people. You can learn a lot by just paying attention. And see, it's a lot of people out here got no business dating in the first place. It's a lot of people out here who just emotionally immature, insecure as hell because they got all these childhood traumas, unhealed traumas that they ain't never addressed. And what they do is they take it out on whoever they around. Hence the term hurt people hurt people. And if we would just take a couple of seconds, instead of getting lonely, instead of getting desperate, instead of thinking that you can't be with nobody, just take a half an inch of time, just a couple of seconds to pay attention to these sorry ass people, our lives will be that much better. And I told y'all, these cartoons be spitting bars.
Immature people refuse to wait their turn. They interrupt others whenever they feel like it because they're not really listening. They don't.
Ooh, I know. Y'all seen these cartoons and y'all was like, what the hell he doing with them cartoons on there? You know, goofy ass. What is he doing? But these cartoons be spitting bars.
Then express their opinions. Immature people refuse to wait their turn. They interrupt others whenever they feel like it because they're not really listening. They don't care what the other person is saying. They're just waiting to speak, so they jump in whenever they want.
And the other thing they do, not only do they not listen, Caleb Alexander in the building. The other thing they do is not only do they not listen, they're listening to respond. They're in full-blown debate mode. Yeah. They don't care about nothing you gotta say, people. They are literally only listening to respond. They want to debate you. They want to prove that you're wrong. See, emotionally mature people understand that having a conversation means about an issue means that we're supposed to come to a resolution. Ooh-wee. If you talk to one of your friends, one of your family members, a romantic partner, whoever it may be, coworker, whoever it may be, and there's an issue that arises and you bring that issue up, and instead of them listening to you, see, people don't understand what effective communication is. Yeah, I said it. People do not understand what effective communication is. I'll use Caleb, for example, since he just commented. If I'm talking to Caleb, me and Caleb got an issue, the mature conversation will go as such. Hey, Caleb, I really didn't like when such and such happened. That's me sending the information. That's the first part. Now, Caleb has to receive that information. Then he sends feedback. Josh, I understand, my brother. My bad. I'll work on that. That's how a mature conversation goes. On the flip side, the immature shit is this. Hey, Caleb, I really don't. He gonna interrupt me before I even finish my sentence. Ooh, and not only is he gonna interrupt me, he's gonna interrupt, but. Yeah. You made me feel like, yes, this is how effective communication goes. See, I'm telling y'all, I can't make this stuff up. So many of us get ourselves in trouble simply because we don't pay attention to the smallest little things. Man, I can't make this stuff up. But These cartoons be spitting bars.
Think about conversations you've had with friends and partners. Do you know someone who says careless things? Do you know someone who interrupts you every chance they get? If the answer is yes, then you're dealing with an emotionally immature person. Number 5, emotional avoidance.
Emotional avoidance. This is a big one, people. This is a big one. See, people who are emotionally immature avoid any kind of situation at all costs. We call that emotional avoidance, people.
Not everyone who's immature throws tantrums or demands attention. Sometimes emotional immaturity shuts people down. All right, let's say you want to have a tough conversation with a friend. You're unhappy with a bad habit they've picked up. You feel like it's your responsibility to intervene, so you tell them that you're worried. How does this person react? Instead of talking to you, they brush you off. They give an excuse to avoid the problem. They may say things like, "I don't have time for this right now," or "I'm too stressed to have this conversation." Even worse, an immature person may laugh or they may ignore you when you want to have a deeper discussion.
And guess what? Dear immature people, you can't hide from your emotions. Eventually, they will catch up with you and bite you in the ass. I promise you they will. See, this is what, if you avoid your emotions, because a lot of us do, we'll throw ourselves into our work. I'm guilty of this. But you can't hide from emotions. All they do is fester. And they come back even stronger once you sit down and take a break. You become a ticking time bomb when you avoid your emotions. I heard this statement recently, disarm before you engage. Yes, yes, clip that moment, clip that moment. My man said, disarm before you engage. Let's break that down. Disarm. That means get your feelings in check. See, timing is everything. If there's an issue within a relationship, and when I say relationship, I mean relationship with a friend, a family member, romantic partner, any co-worker, you have to literally make sure that you're in the right headspace before you have that conversation. And a lot of y'all make the mistake of not even making sure the person that you're communicating to is in the right headspace. Because see, if a person is not in the right headspace, people, you're not going to be able to get through with them. See, how many of y'all, a lot of men and women do this. How many of y'all, I see you, Caleb, I see it. I get to it in a second. All right, what up, YouTube? Hey, YouTube, don't be scared. Don't be scared to comment, y'all. I see y'all. Don't be scared to comment now. I don't bite. How many of y'all, we all been in this situation, right? You get mad at your romantic partner. Instead of you disarming yourself, making sure you're in the right headspace, you can't wait for him or her to get home. They at work, you can't wait for them to get home. You're playing the conversation over and over and over in your head. You thinking about all your rebuttals and all of that. That person finally walks through the door. You didn't disarm before you engaged. So they walk through the door, you firing at them. You didn't ask that person how their day went, how their mood was, none of that. They could have lost a family member. You don't know what they went through throughout their day. So automatically that person is going to be in the defense mode. You have to disarm and make sure the mood is right and your mental is right if you're communicating with a purpose. If you are communicating with a purpose, that means you want a resolution. Flying off the hinges as soon as you see him or her is not going to get you nowhere. It will turn into an argument, and arguments don't end well. Holding on to a hot rock with the intention of throwing it at someone, but never throwing it, it only burns you. Bars.
Yeah, talk to him.
Emotional avoidance is a huge red flag. Your friend is avoiding tough conversations because they don't want to confront their problems.
They avoid you because they don't want to confront the issue.
They'd rather run from their feelings or just stuff them down. If they run away from their problems, they don't have to deal with them.
But, see, this is where a lot of y'all get in trouble. I just told y'all a second ago, you cannot run from your emotions. They will catch up with you.
Don't have to put in the hard work. The unfortunate truth is, they may not be mature enough to change, but that doesn't mean your friend is a lost cause. If they refuse to have tough conversations, you need to confront them. They may ignore your concerns and run away from their issues, but an honest confrontation can snap them out of it. But immature people do not grow up overnight. If they keep making excuses, then you're dealing with an immature person. So it may be time to leave that person behind.
And this is the thing we never do. We never leave that person behind. We never, my man Caleb is spitting bars. Shout out to Caleb. Caleb is spitting bars. Those emotions accrue like debt, and it only gets worse as time goes by. Bars. Hold on. Hey, Caleb, you giving me clip that moments. You giving me clip that moments. My man just said, emotions accrue like debt, and it only gets worse as time goes by. You cannot file bankruptcy on your emotions.
Yeah, talk to him.
Pause. I love the Scraight Up family. That's right. Anybody who ever comments on my show, y'all family to me. Because without y'all, there is no me. I'm going to say that 1,000,001 times. You know what I'm saying? Miss Diva on YouTube, this is so true. I just recently ended a friendship with an immature, emotional person. She was cracking jokes about me and speaking things into existence that was factual. So when I confronted her, she avoided me every chance she get. That's what they do. They run. They run. And I'm telling you, majority of us will have much better, more peaceful-minded lives if we would just pay attention to things that people do.
Number 6, zero accountability.
They are allergic to accountability.
When an immature person breaks something, what do? They blame someone else. They don't take responsibility for their actions. They don't know how to admit that they're wrong. They blame other people because they don't want to get in trouble and they don't want to fail. Adults should be accountable for their mistakes. They should not blame others for their failures. Their mistakes are their responsibility and not anyone else's. If you know someone who's emotionally immature, then you might see this on a regular basis.
Let me tell y'all something. The hardest thing that you will ever do in your life is looking in the mirror and admitting you are wrong. That is the hardest thing for people to do. Just gamble in the building. That is the hardest thing for people to do.
Immature adults pass the blame whenever they can, no matter who they hurt in the process.
They don't care who they hurt. Man, listen, this cartoon almost over, and I promise you I'm spitting bars as soon as it's over.
All right, let's say a presentation tanks at work. Instead of blaming themselves, they may target a coworker. They may claim this coworker is the reason they failed. Immature adults avoid responsibility in every aspect of their lives, in their career, in their relationships. But why do immature people refuse to accept blame? Why can't they admit their mistakes? Because accepting blame means admitting that you're wrong. You're saying that you are at fault.
But emotional immature people, I told you, have narcissistic. Most of them are narcissistic. They can't admit they are wrong because that's a knock on their ego. I told y'all I just look like this. I be spitting bars. Let's go.
Emotionally immature people do not want to get in trouble. They do not want to take responsibility for their mistakes. In their minds, nothing is ever their fault. But you know better. Hey, thank you for watching Top Think, and be sure to subscribe.
Go subscribe to Top Think. And I got time today. Miss Keefa in the building. I got time today. Emotionally immature people will never go deep. What do you mean, Josh? They will delay every tough conversation because they aren't able to make sense of their feelings. They find these things too overwhelming to deal with. What they'll do is skim the surface of topics without revealing much and won't connect with you on no kind of deeper level. Ooh, wait. That's why it's important to choose your friends with purpose. Choose and date with a purpose. If you spend time getting to know a person and having these deep intellectual conversations with them, you can save yourself some heartache. I don't never come to play. Bars after bars after bars. I'm going to make y'all think, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm sick of all the bullshit that's on social media. Somebody had to make a change. Might as well be Josh. Emotional, immature people have diversion tactics that they might use. What you mean, Josh? They'll get to laughing instead of opening up. Telling you that they have to fix the TV just at that moment. We call that deflection. Telling you that they're too stressed to talk. Postponing your discussion. Emotionally immature people avoid any kind of tough situation. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Dear immature people, you grown-ass people with childish mentalities, I know your little game, and today I'm going to tell the world your little game. Emotionally immature people hate having to deal with tough situations. They avoid any kind of challenging situation because they are not emotionally capable of thinking critically, laying out their points, or possessing the open-mindedness to listen to what anybody else have to say. They either do not acknowledge the situation or remove themselves from the discussion. The issue remains unresolved and it leads to a rift within a relationship. If you recognize this, you better run. I don't never come to play. Emotionally immature people do not empathize. They can't empathize with emotions and feelings. It's all about fulfilling their needs. I told you they got narcissistic traits. They seldom apologize. Never apologize, whether they hurting you with their actions or their words. I got time today, y'all. It's a lot of grown-ass men and women out here with childish goddamn mentalities. Emotionally immature people demand attention. It's absolutely human to seek attention from people that matters the most. However, when it comes to emotionally immature people, they demand attention from everyone. And when their demands aren't attended to, they lash out with negativity. See, they think that they're the most important person, which prevents them from understanding that both parties have equal importance within a relationship. People who are emotionally immature will always bring the me factor at the worst, most inappropriate times. They have a hard time understanding that the world just don't revolve around them. If your partner doesn't pay attention to your concerns or your interests, this is a clear sign they have some emotional growing up to do. Told you I just look like this. I be spitting bars. Bars after bars after bars. I'm going to make y'all think. These grown-ass children, yeah, that's what I call them, always become defensive. If you're dealing with an emotionally immature person, the second you bring something up, they're going to get overly defensive. They never own up to their mistake, but also become highly defensive if you ever confront them. They're going to make up unreasonable arguments for their actions, and they're going to blame you simply because you're confronting them. They are incapable of articulating their feelings, and this is what puts them on the defense. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. A lot of y'all out here keep dealing with these same dog ass or stupid ass.
Oh, stupid ass. Oh, clown ass. Oh, dog ass.
People. Why? See, we always like to yell, be his or her peace, or I know my word for it. But we only write that stuff without having no earthly idea what it truly means. We write it out on social media most times just because it's a trending statement that can get us some attention. Do you really know your worth? Because if you really knew your worth, you wouldn't deal with these kind of people, because you know that your peace will be disturbed the longer you deal with. Ooh-wee. I never come to play. Emotionally immature people always act on impulse. Outbursts of anger, uttering hurtful things, or leaving out abruptly whenever the situation gets a little bit uncomfortable. They do not know how to talk logically without getting emotional. They don't know how to own their mistakes. Newsflash, they're never accountable. Instead of being thoughtful and admitting that they messed up, they will place the blame on you. I don't never come to play, people. I know. Y'all seen the pretty intros, you see the pretty flickering screens, and you think, oh, let me go check this out, because this dude gonna be talking some drama and some bullshit. No. On this show, we spit bars. On this show, it's all about substance and awareness. And every single morning, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m., Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to spit bars after bars after bars. I'm going to make y'all think. If you on YouTube, subscribe and tap that bell. If you on Facebook right now, hit follow. Tap the notification bell so you don't miss out. People who are emotionally immature have commitment phobia. Ooh-wee. Whether it's a romantic relationship or a career, an emotionally immature person has difficulty committing to anything. This is because they are always in doubt or fear of the unknown. They often disguise all of this under the pretense of living a happy life to avoid making an effort to build a strong relationship or future. I'm going to make y'all think. Some of y'all right now, I'm describing somebody close to you. It's okay. Now you know what to do. Sometimes you got to cut their dog ass off and save your peace. Emotionally immature people never talk about their feelings, ever. Having deep conversations about their emotions make them feel very uncomfortable. Expressing feelings and emotions is a sign of weakness for them. This prevents them from getting the help they truly need. It also makes them turn life stressful for people who deal with them regularly. I'm going to say this right now. Dear men, Dear men, there is absolutely nothing wrong with expressing your feelings. Stop feeling like you weak just because you express your feelings. We were taught, the most toxic thing that a lot of us men was taught was to internalize our feelings. See, a lot of us are getting ourselves in trouble because we let our feelings fester our entire lives. And yes, a lot of us are strong, but eventually you explode. You are a ticking time bomb if you are internalizing your feelings. Let that shit out. And if you don't got nobody else to express it to, let it out on your own. Get in your car. Drive around the block with the music on. Let it out then. Go seek professional help. Let that shit out. And don't never let none of these women, I got time. Don't never let none of these women make fun of you for expressing your feelings. If you express your feelings to a woman and she then makes you feel like you weak because you did it, she is emotionally immature herself and don't deserve to be in your life. Dear men, there is nothing wrong with expressing your feelings. I learned the hard way to express my feelings because I was lashing out and beating on people, and I learned it wasn't healthy. Bars after bars after bars. I'm going to make y'all think. If you are dealing with somebody who's emotionally immature, you feel like you alone. What do you mean, Josh? You be in a whole relationship laying next to them every single day doing the oochie coochie, my friend. But you still feel alone. And this is because it's an intimacy gap in your relationship. Ooh-wee. Bonding or connecting with your significant other becomes stunted because you feel a lack of support, lack of understanding, and a lack of respect. And there's no way for you to articulate your needs because they won't understand them. So what do you end up doing? You end up seeking that in another person. Yeah, I said it. A lot of us are in these relationships with emotionally immature people, and we feel like we alone. Huh? I said it. Some of y'all are in relationships with people right now who are completely emotionally immature. You can't confide in them. You can't talk to them. You can't have an intellectual conversation with them. And newsflash just in, men, intellectual conversation and stimulation. We call it crock pot foreplay. You gotta learn to have these deep conversations with your old lady instead of throwing her to the side and wanting to play a video game or hang out with your homeboys. Because having intellectual conversations with your old lady, it stimulates her. And the more stimulated she get, I'm telling you, the coochie is like a crock pot. You have these conversations with her and it get warm, they sound warm and juicy. And by the time you finish that conversation, she be ready to rip your clothes off. You don't have to take it from me. I'm just saying. It's a lot of us that are in these just emotionless relationship. You happy everywhere but home. You can't never have a conversation with your mate. Yeah. And you think you obligated to stay with that person. And I'm all for fighting for relationships, but sometimes if that person shows you that they're not going to change, you got to throw deuces. You got to learn to protect your peace. Huh? Because being in a relationship, I'm about to go deep. I don't care. Is the hat tip straight? The beard, it smell like bourbon beard oil, baby, because I'm gonna be pretty when I say this shit. If you are in a relationship with somebody who's emotionally immature, it's just like being in jail. The second you walk into your door and you close it, you are now in jail. You can't do nothing but be on your phone or keep your mind occupied. The second he or she walk past you, yeah, completely deflated as soon as you walk into that jail cell. Y'all got to learn to protect your peace. If you can't connect with your person and if they emotionally immature and you can't have deep conversations with them, you can't confide in them, it's time to throw the deuces, people. Why do y'all sit there and stay in these relationships knowing that that person ain't going to change? 'Change? 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 ' Pause. Why? Why do y'all stay in relationships with people that y'all know, they're never going to change? Huh? I refuse to be in a relationship with somebody that's going to disturb everything within my body. Huh? That brings us, guess what you're going to do if you're in a relationship with a person just because? Because that's what's happening. You in a relationship with just because. You're going to cheat. Yeah, I said it. You might not do the oochie coochie, but you're going to seek out what you're not getting from somewhere else. We're human. That's what we do. So since they're emotionally immature, I'm about to go there. I don't give a damn. I don't come to play. The motto of this show, Josh, give it to him raw. The motto of this show is Josh, give it to him raw. I don't never come to play. Bar after bar after bar, I'm going to make y'all think. If you are in a relationship with someone who's emotionally immature, you can't confide in them. Eventually, all you're going to do is cheat. You might not actually commit the cheating infraction intimately, but you're going to absolutely seek out somebody that you can have an intellectual conversation with, and that's where it starts. Ooh-wee. See, if you ain't getting it from home, where our human reaction is to seek it out because we need that for who we are. Some of y'all are your own worst enemies. If you got to seek it out elsewhere, then why are you there? When you ask questions like that, you hear this. Pause. I don't never come to play. Never. Every morning, I'm going to spit these bars. Every single morning. I ain't the only person that been in a relationship like this. We all done been in relationships like this. What did you do? Or are you still stuck in that relationship right now? Huh? You can always tell when something going on in a relationship when the holidays come. Because the other person is trying everything to get away from you. Ooh-wee. Josh, you can't keep talking like that. The hell I can't. I'm going to talk this shit. Because somebody need to hear it. If they are always avoiding you, or you always want to avoid them, might be time to leave. Might be time to go. Huh? And this includes friendship. See, when I say relationship, I'm talking every form of relationship. Because, see, a lot of people think that we only talking romantic relationships, and no, we talking all of that. What y'all don't understand is people's relations include friendships, family members, romantic partners, even co-workers. Those are all forms of relationships. So when I say relationship, understand I mean all of the above. All of the above. So how do you handle if you're in a relationship with an emotionally immature person? Emotional immaturity doesn't always mean that things are not destined to work out. But the key factor in this is the other person got to be willing to make a change. Start initiating straightforward conversations. Bring these issues to their attention. One of the simplest yet potent things you can do is talk to the other person and be open to feedback. Let them know how their behavior is affecting you, but start using I statements. Yeah. Some of y'all never use I statements. Some of y'all, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that, and you don't understand that those that's like pointing and blaming a person. You got to learn to use I statements if you truly wish to evoke change. When you communicate with your partner, you got to make sure, or friend or whoever, you got to make sure that they understand that there's boundaries in them and there's consequences beyond if you don't take heed to those boundaries. See, you can talk boundaries all day long. A lot of us, the biggest reason why we have issues is because we don't set healthy boundaries. And not only do we not set those healthy boundaries, if we set them, we tend to not make sure there's consequences beyond them boundaries. If something you do bothers me and we discuss it and you do it again, it is now disrespect and it will not be tolerated. But what we do is set half-ass boundaries, then let them get away with it once they overstep them. No. It ain't none of that. We're not doing it. Okay? Stick to your decisions. If it offends you or makes you feel uncomfortable, say something. A lot of us get ourselves in trouble because we never learn to speak up in a relationship. Ooh-wee. A lot of us get ourselves in trouble because we never learn to speak up in a relationship. See, if you never speak up, that person might not never know that what they're doing is affecting you. Some of y'all are your own worst enemy. You can't just sit back and expect a person to be a mind reader. If you speak up and that person truly cares for you, they're going to change that behavior. However, if you speak up and they continue to do this behavior, they might not love or cherish you as much as they claim to. Ooh, I told y'all I just look like this. I be spitting bars. If you don't speak up, they don't know. Nobody's a mind reader. If it bothers you, say something. Just make sure you don't just flat out, hey man, I don't like this. You better change this. Because see, that's communication gets so many of us in trouble because a lot of us don't have good communication skills. I used to be like that. Took me a long time to learn how to communicate properly. You can't just fully assault somebody verbally. That's what we tend to do. We just assault them verbally, instantly. Yeah. As soon as they walk through the door, hey, why'd you do that? What good is gonna come from that? Because the second you come at somebody like that, they're automatically in defense mode. You know what I'm saying? They ducking and weaving. Hey, y'all see that shoulder roll? That shoulder roll is serious. Hey, I'm just clowning. But seriously, the way we communicate with people makes that much more of a difference. And this is with anything. Communication is important regardless of what situation you're dealing with. If you fly off the handle, they're not going to listen to you. You gotta one, want to capture their attention. Two, you got to want to communicate to find a resolution. And three, you got to make sure they're receiving the information you're giving them. And I don't know too many people that are going to receive any information if it's coming at them in a reckless manner. Because I know I ain't. The second you get to, hey, who the f you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, yo, I'm hood too. I got some hood in me. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I tell you, I'm not that podcast host to try to pretend like I'm perfect. I got issues too, right? So the second you come at me on some rah-rah shit, and my mind goes to, well, what's up then? Put them hands up. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a woman, I'm like, who is you talking to? And ignore everything that you all ever said. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to how you communicate with people, okay? Listen, tomorrow, I know, I wasn't supposed to, at first I was going to just cruise on into the holidays, but I was like, damn that. I'm saying I'm just sitting at home doing nothing. I'm gonna spit these bars. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and tap the bell. If you're watching on Facebook, please follow and tap that notification bell so you can get notified when I'm here on every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I was gonna do straight up shenanigans tomorrow and just laugh and joke and have some fun, but somebody asked me to do a show on cheating, and they asked me can you handle and continue to be with somebody after they cheated? So tomorrow, that's what we're going to do a show on. Cheating. Yeah, I know. And some of y'all ain't going to like what I got to say. But I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. Because y'all know the motto of this show. Josh, give it to him raw. Listen, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Without you, there is no me. Tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Miss Diva, shout out to my moderator, love her to death. She get on my damn nerves, but I love her to death. Please, y'all, tune in tomorrow, and I'm out.
Terrence Mitchell Beats.
Just give it to him raw, yeah, just like that. Go ahead and spit bars while you tip that hand. I ain't never seen a podcast like that, cause I built it from scratch, every part, no cap. But straight up, it can't be duplicated. It's too sophisticated, specifically designed to make your broad crave it. Every morning waiting, in anticipation. They love the high cheekbones in the conversation. Ooh, he goes deep. They supposed to be at work, but twerking in AC. Work for me. Straight up, oh, you got live guests? Yeah, absolutely. The best topics, buddy. All the ones that's juicy. I got them yelling straight up. Straight up. Affirmations, wake them up. Wake them up. I got them yelling straight up. Straight up. I spit bars and wake them up.